Hello, everybody. It's Dina Wilkinson, and I have some skills that I want to talk to you about today that are really going to help you be successful in your network marketing business, in your Arbonne business. Skill number one is finding prospects. You know, prospects are the lifeblood of our business. We always need to keep adding to our prospect list, our contact list, or as we like to call it, is your connector list. So when you look at what's on this page here, you need to always have at least 100 names on your ongoing connector list. And when you put someone on that list, think about, who do I know because I know them? Who do I know because of my sister's daughter-in-law, Angela? Who do I know because I know her? That will help you put more names onto your contact list. I might know Angela's mother. I might know her sister. I might know her best friend. Who do I know because I know that person? That's going to increase your connector list incredibly. So then you also want to put 2 names on it a day, 2 names a day. So if you work your business 4 days a week, that's 8 new contacts per week that you want to put on to your ongoing prospect connector list. And you want to network on purpose. So if you're going to go, you've joined a meetup group of people who like to hike, then do that networking on purpose. Think, who can I meet today because I'm going to my book club? Who can I connect with today because I'm going to the gym? Who can I connect with today because I work with refugees within my city? Maybe one of the other people that serves in that capacity. So network on purpose. Then, so skill number 2 is you need to be great at inviting. Inviting is what we do. We invite people to look at Arbonne, to look at, let me move my picture so you can see that better. You want to get great at inviting because you want to invite people to look at Arbonne. So there are 2 sides to inviting. There's the fundamental side and there's the emotional side. So the fundamental sides are thinking about you're going to use events and you're going to use tools to really help you in inviting and helping you have someone take a look at Arbonne. So an event could be that there is a Discover Arbonne local. There's a Discover Arbonne webinar for you to invite them on. Or it could be that you're going to do a Zoom call with your sponsor or upline manager. Or you're going to use a tool like a short video for them to watch. Or you're going to use a curiosity folder for them to look at. So you're using a tool to help you share Arbonne's opportunity with them. So then now that you have invited them, you got to think about the other side of that is the emotional side. And first of all, you've got to decide right now that you are not going to be attached to the outcome. Every single day when you talk with somebody about Arbonne, you're going to say, hey, there's 2 things that I'm just in love with. I'm in love with this business. I'm in love with this product, and I'm in love with the business behind our product or the business behind our brand. And I want to share with you both of them. I have no idea which one is going to be a fit for you, but I just love them both, so I've got to share them with you. So if you just do that and you don't get attached to the outcome, you're going to do so much better in this business because we don't want to live in our emotions. But you've got to focus on educating because that's where we come from. We educate people about ingredients so that they make better choices. We educate people about our business so they can decide if this would be a fit for them that could financially bless them and their family. We also want to figure out what's going to resonate with them about Arbonne. And just let them know what you're passionate about. Are you passionate about changing people's health and how they feel about themselves, maybe their appearance, and about how they feel, so they can have more vitality and energy? What are you passionate about? That's what you want to focus on when you're inviting somebody. Now, as you're looking at who's on your contact list, you want to look at and think about there's 3 different types of invitation. The direct approach. We do that inside of our warm market with people who we are in contact with, someone that we talk to on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, every few months. They're your really warm market. The indirect approach is when someone's more of an acquaintance. That's more of an indirect approach. And the super indirect approach is somebody that maybe be at a higher pay scale than we are, that we really admire them, but we don't feel comfortable directly approaching them. So we're going to do an indirect approach. That's called a marketing past approach. So those are the kind of 3 types of invitations that you're going to be working with. And the absolute brilliant way of how to invite someone to take a look at Arbonne is using the 4-point ask. And the 4-point ask is what we're going to use with Facebook messaging, texting. Maybe you're going to use a Facebook message where you're going to use a voicemail with Facebook messaging. Those are the things that really work with in today's world. So you're going to ask them to take a look at the business, attend a friends and family, host a presentation for you, or trial the products through a drop and tell. Or send them some samples because they live a long distance from you. So let's go through the 4-point ask. Now, in the 4-point ask, there's 4 points. First of all, there's the icebreaker. You're going to do point 2 is where you're going to share with them your why. And point 3 is, I thought of you because. And point 4 is, if I do this, would you do this? So let's go through that and talk about some of the examples in each one of those points. The first point is an icebreaker. Now, an icebreaker is kind of where you catch somebody off guard, you use some humor, something to kind of break that ice. Maybe you haven't talked to them for a while. So, gosh, how are you doing, Ashley? I've been noticing you on Facebook, and you look buff. You are looking so buff. Or I've been noticing you've been traveling a lot, and I've been following you. Or this is so out of the blue, and we have some catching up to do. But some of the comments you can make next are, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the strangest message you're going to get today. Or I have a random question to ask you, but you've been on my mind, so I'm going to take 20 seconds of courage and tell you and share something with you. So that's what you can use as your icebreaker. Now, how about your why? This is where you put in what it is you're doing the business for. Is it because you would love to be able to stay home with your children? Maybe you're expecting and would love to be able to stay home with that baby when you have it. Or you would love to have an exit strategy out of your corporate job. You really can't imagine being there for another 5 years or even another 6 months. So you want an exit strategy. So what is your why? Why is it that you're doing the business? You're going to put in your why. So you're going to do your icebreaker, then you're going to put in your why. I don't know if you've heard, but I've started my own line marketing and consulting business with Arbonne, and they're a major force in the healthy living, anti-aging world. And the big bonus is that I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And I think I have found the solution to finally finding an exit strategy out of the corporate grind. Or I think I found a solution for how I'm going to be able to come home and actually be able to raise my children and be there for the important times in their life. Or I found a way for me to not have to keep dropping my kids off in the dark and picking them up in the dark. So put in it next, put in your why. And it's the solution, because we want to be in the solution business. Or if you're more into the nutritional part, you can say, oh, so as you know, I coach people through a 30-day healthy living and detox challenge, and I love helping people, and the results we are getting are so incredible that I just, had to share it with you. And best of all, I think this is my solution to ... So that's what you're going to, some ideas on what you're going to do when you share your why. Okay, now point 3 is, why did you think of them? Why are you contacting them? This is where it's so important, because people go, yeah, that's great, but what does this have to do with me? That's what they're thinking inside of their mind. So you've got to relate it back to them and their life. You can, one of the things you absolutely want to do is share a sincere compliment. Why you thought of them? What would they bring to Arbonne? What would they bring to your business? You can also, if you know you have a specific knowledge of their why. When you told me that you would love to quit your job or fire your boss, were you serious about that? So if you know a why, you can put in a why for them that maybe that they would love not to have to go back to work when they have their baby. You can put in their why. So I thought of you because you're like a picture of health. You work hard at it, and you're so easy to talk to, or you work hard in your business, and you're so easy to talk to. I think you would be really great at what I do. Or you've been so successful, and I've always respected the way you do business. So that's the reason you thought of them. So put in why you thought of them. Okay, next. Now this is when you need to include a buzz statement. If you don't put in a buzz statement about why would they want to even give Arbonne a look, if you just leave it there, they're not going to be very intrigued. You've got to put something in there that's going to really intrigue them to want to even hear more about Arbonne. So put in a buzz statement. We have a new skincare tool with ultrasound technology that is the next generation anti-aging fighter, and it's literally ironing out wrinkles. And the response from people when they see it has been phenomenal. And this is going to catapult the company, and I'm so excited about where this is taking my business. I don't know if it will capture. Now, this is where you're going to put in if I do this, would you do this? If I did this, would you do this? I don't know if it will capture your imagination like it's captured mine. And it may not be a fit. But if I sent you some info, or if I bought you a cup of coffee, or if I bought you a fruit smoothie, would you be open to taking a look at it? So if I sent you a recording, would you listen to it? If I sent you a video, would you listen to it? If I sent you a recording, would you watch it? So that's where you do, if I do this, would you do that? So what you're going to do at this point is when you're messaging them, If they say, I don't know if it would capture your imagination like it has mine, but I would love to send you some before and after so you could see the kind of results I'm getting and send you some info on it. If I sent you some before and afters and a recording, would you listen to it or would you watch it, depending on whatever you're going to send them? If they're local to you, I think the best way is always to meet them in person. And that's where I would put, if I bought you a cup of coffee or a fruit smoothie, would you be open to take a look at it? Or would you be open to letting me show you, what we're doing? So it's the if I would you. So if they say, so you're going to come back now and let's talk about the 3 types of invitations. This has all been if they're more inside of your warm market. Let's say that you're not as close to them. Maybe they are, they're kind of more of an indirect approach. I've just started a new business and I'm really nervous and I need to practice on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practice on you? And you literally can meet them for coffee and just say, let me tell you what I'm up to, and then give me some feedback. Or you could do, if they're more of an acquaintance and you're not as comfortable with them, I've started a new business with a phenomenal product. Put in the buzz statement here, and I'd love your input. Would you be willing to take a look at it and let me know what you think? So you're not really telling them that you're going for them, that you respect them. Then let's say they're a very super indirect. Maybe there's someone that they're so incredibly well connected, very influential, but maybe they're above your pay scale. Maybe they're more successful than you currently, and so you're not as comfortable approaching them. So you might want to use the indirect approach, the super indirect approach, I should say, and say something like this. This business clearly isn't for you. You are such a smart, savvy businesswoman and so well connected. Who do you know who's ambitious and would be excited about the idea of adding more cash flow to their lives? Who do you know that might be looking for a strong business they can run from home so that they can quit dropping their babies off in the dark and picking them up in the dark from daycare? Or they would love to have an exit strategy from the corporate grind. So you're in the super indirect approach. You could just say, I would love to buy you a cup of coffee and just pick your brain because I have admired you so much from afar. So that's the indirect approach. So let's say that they have said, yes, I will. I'm open to it. So you're going to say, what does your schedule look like in the next couple of days so we can meet up? So if you can, by any chance, then you can invite them to meet you for a business chat, or you could invite them to come to a dream team event that you're holding at your home, your sponsors or manager's home. Or if it's not as close an acquaintance, then you could do, when do you think you could read through the materials for sure, or when do you think you could watch that video for sure? So depending on which thing you did, either business chat, a video or recording, you want to, and my first choice after meeting them in person would be to have them watch a video or a recording of a webinar. That's a recording of a Discover ARPA. So ask them and then wait. Let them think about their schedule and let them come up with the time. When's going to be a good time for them? You could say something like, what would be good for you in the next couple of days? Once they give you a time commitment, then you move on to the next step. And the next step is to confirm the time commitment. They say, well, I could look at I could look at something tomorrow, or I could look at something, 2 days from now. So if they say I could look at it on Tuesday, then say, well, if I called you on Wednesday morning, you'll have looked at it for sure, right? You want to get a commitment that they're going to do that. They're going to look at it. They're going to watch it. When they say yes, they have now confirmed 3 times, and it's an appointment they set, not you. So that's how you confirm it. Then you say, great, well, what's the best number and time for me to give you a call on Wednesday? Okay, and then I always just say, okay, if you want to grab your phone, I'll grab mine, and let's make a firm appointment, because I'm sure you're going to have some questions, and I'll have some questions for you. So that's how you do that follow-up. Now, what if, this is what it would sound like then to invite someone. Hey Susie, hey Angela, hey Ashley, hey John, hey, hey Jake. I've only got a second, but it was really important that I reach you. Listen, you're so smart, and I've always respected you. And when you told me you didn't like your job, were you serious about that? Well, I think I might have found a solution. And that's when you put in your buzz statement. You put in what's so exciting about the company right now. Well, I have a recording that describes it better than I can. If I gave it to you, would you listen to it? They say yes, and then you say, well, when do you think you could listen to it for sure? They say Monday, so you say, if I call you Tuesday morning, you'll have listened to it, right? For sure, right? They say yes, you say, great. What's the best time and number to reach you at? They give it to you, you say, got it, we'll talk then, gotta run. So you want to create urgency, and you want to create, people respect busy people. So just move, get it done and move on. What if when you follow up, they say, gosh, this might be right for you, Angie, but it doesn't, ring a bell for me. That's okay. Say, that's okay. I know it's not for everybody. I knew it wasn't going to be, I didn't know if it would be for you or not, but I still could really use your help. I'm just learning how to do presentations. Could you get a group together with a few friends so I could practice it? If they say, oh gosh, no, I'm planning my son's wedding, or my kitchen's getting remodeled, or I've got, company with me, and you can say, that's okay. We're doing something really cool. We've put a basket full of products from our award-winning anti-aging line, our spa line, that's from the ingredients from the sea, some of our health living products, and our fabulous hair care line. It's like going to the spa, but in this case, the spa comes to you. Are you up for some pampering for 3 days? I would love to get your feedback on the product. And then no matter what they say, you schedule in, you make sure you both put it on your calendars, so whatever you're going to do next is scheduled. So I hope that this has helped you and really be able to develop the skill of inviting, because that skill is a crucial component of your of having it be a successful Arbonne career. Thanks for watching this and letting me give you a few tips today. Thanks so much. Bye for now.